Well, as you can see, this is Team Triplets. That was our very first game, very first win, and I thought it was an amazing team effort. We started out slow, it was a little unexpected, but I thought our execution was very good, so I wasn't worried because once our guys started hitting shots, pretty much we were able to take control of the game there in that second half, the start of the second half, and we didn't look back. So I thought overall it was a great team win, and it really took all 5 players for us to get that win.
Coach, what kind of strategy goes into the Big Three in terms of coaching and capitalizing on your opponents?
I think first, in order to be a good leader of a team, you have to be a good listener. And having Margot, obviously as our point guard in AA when he comes in, listening to them, helping to lead us in the direction we want to go. I think playing together is very cliche, but I thought we were very successful because we played together and we executed most of our plays that we wanted. Sometimes when you see the Big Three, it may look to a person who doesn't have a lot of basketball knowledge like they're just running around or playing pickup, but it's actually not that. I thought we had a lot of success because of our ability to execute and also get second and third shot opportunities.
Do you get many practice opportunities?
We practiced 30 minutes for the first time yesterday. But what is great is the high IQ of these players. I think all of our players has been very pleasant because we've been able to sit and talk basketball and have a good understanding. And I think from that understanding, we were able to execute out there on the court, especially down the stretch, like I said, in the second half.
Realistically, how much time will you spend between games practicing, realistically?
Well, the good thing is a lot of the guys live in the same state, so they get a chance to get on the court. They're familiar with each other. For those that are not, it's just about staying in shape. And now that we have several plays, that's going to help in terms of the execution. But you just have to be in shape and be ready to go. I mean, these guys can talk to you probably more about what it felt to be out there. Me as a coach, I was excited and could barely sleep. So I'm sure for them, the adrenaline rush, is a part of it, and they'll continue to settle in as the weeks go on.
Al, you played against Greg Oden when he was healthy, when he was in the league. What are your impressions? I mean, this is his first time in this. What are your impressions of him?
I mean, I'm just happy to see him back out on the court. I couldn't imagine going through what he's been through since he got into the league, but just to see him out there, playing and competing, it's just good to see him out there.
Al, what is this back here? What is this for you? Why are you doing this? What's this about for you?
Somebody told me I could play basketball at half court at a high level. That was my game. Sign me up.
Hey, Joe, what's the physicality like out there in the game playing?
Man, it's very physical, which is a good thing. I think the ref done a good job in letting us play. I mean, I enjoy it, man. I think, for me, I'm built. Honestly, I'm built to play in this half-court game, have fun, and enjoy it. At the end of the day, we come to compete and enjoy this little process.
And Joe, sitting on the sideline, being able to see and hear you guys play the game, you were playing like you were in the NBA. Everything was on the line. Championship was on the line. You were upset. Talk to us about the competitiveness of everybody playing at this level at this point.
For me, man, it don't matter what I'm doing. I'm competing. I want to win. Whether it's video games, whether we playing a half-court pickup, one-on-one, whatever the case may be, I want to win. And sometimes, that fire and desire, comes out of you in the midst of competition. So that's just what it is.
Hey, Al, you were back here today. Just got a warm reception. What makes playing in the state of Indiana different than anywhere else?
I mean, the fans is great here, especially when they're on your side. I've been playing in the league a long time, playing against them, and it's always been rough. So my last 2 years in the league, they come here and they embrace me. And as you can see, they still love me here, so it's always good to come back.
Hey, Fargo, now that you're back in the league, how do you feel like you're playing today, sir?
Felt good, man. Before the game, there was a lot of emotions, excitement, a bit of jitterbugs, but it still was good to be back out here with my guys and competing and playing the game that we love.
Al, you still have hopes of landing with an NBA team?
Oh, no, sir, I'm retired. When I left Indiana to go to China, I kind of knew that was going to be my last run. I just wanted to get that out of my system, play at a high level. China sucks and didn't work out for me, but when I came home, I decided to just hang up and be good.
Don't put that on record. Don't put that. China does not suck. Don't put that.
Well, no, not China sucks, but the team I was at sucks.
Experience sucks.
Yeah, my experience sucks. Yeah. Sorry, Chinese people. I love China.
Are you still a vegetarian?
Negative. I don't eat beef or pork, but I gotta mess around with everything else.
You had to go back, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't go to China with being a vegetarian. I had something, some more meat to my diet.
How much do you feel like coaching's in your near future?
Negative. I already said, I told Pargo when he become the head coach, when we come in and work with the young guys, I feel like by the time he become a head coach, the game gonna change back to the basket game, and I'll be happy to come in and help the young guys out, but I don't know about a head coaching job.
Coach and Al's teammates, can you explain to us how in 30 minutes you got him to pass?
Hey, that was great. We got a great team concept going on
We
here.
put him out at the free throw line. That's the only way you're going to pass it.
You know I'm here, right?
Ask me again when you leave.
All right, you guys have any more questions?
The team started out really slow. How did you get the team to get together and pull out the win?
Really, it was just about, encouraging them that I know that, like I told them, if we get down by 10, that timeout, and I hate to call it the timeout, but the timeout was needed, and I think it was just what we needed. It was just kind of slow down and sort of to say, okay, it's the first Big 3 game for our team. Let's just calm down. Our execution was actually good. We just missed shots, and hey, it's a game of runs, as we all know. You make shots, you miss shots, but I thought our rebounding, we really picked it back up, and our defense is what really kept us in the game.
Lisa, now that you are coaching in Big 3, do you see this type of career progression headed to the NBA at some point?
I don't know. I think the Big 3 is enough validation for me to be able to have this opportunity to coach these men, and I would never say never. I don't know what the future is going to hold, but for right now, I'm going to enjoy this position and hanging with these guys. And our goal, no matter where I am, and for each one of them, I'm sure they say the same thing. It's about winning, and we want to win a championship.
Joe, how confident were you down the stretch that the team could pull the lead a little bit closer, that you could close the game out?
I was very confident. In the first half we had great looks, we just didn't make shots. The second half we kind of settled in a little bit. It was more poised and knocked down shots. We got defensive stops, and once we was in points from game, I knew it was going to win the game.
All right, thank you guys. We appreciate your support.
Thank you.